We are going to learn about thoracic cage, which consists of a sternum, which is also called breastbone, and ribs. Thoracic cage, about thoracic cage, it is a protective cone-shaped cage made up of slender bones around the organs of thoracic cavity, around heart, lungs, and major blood vessel. So thoracic cage is composed of two parts: sternum, which is called breastbone, ribs. Sternum is a flat bone. As you look at the image, a sternum is a flat bone in the ventral midline of thorax and is attached to first 7 pairs of ribs. Sternum attached to first 7 pairs of ribs. Sternum is immediately above the human heart and protects it from different types of shocks and injury. Ribs are 12 pairs of ribs which form the wall of bony thorax. Each rib is a thin flat bone which connects dorsally to the ventral column और आगे की तरफ sternal से जुड़ा हुआ है ventrally to the sternum. So the dorsal end of ribs has two articulation surface and thus called bicephalic. So ribs are bicephalic from the dorsal sides, and ribs are of three kinds: true ribs, false ribs, floating ribs. True ribs are first 7 pairs of ribs, true ribs, because true ribs are attached to the dorsally to the thoracic vertebrae and ventrally to the sternum with the help of hyaline cartilage. The first rib is an exception and could articulate with the collarbone clavicle. False ribs, next 3 pairs of ribs, 8, 9, 10 are called false ribs, and it is also called vertebrochondral ribs as they articulated indirectly to the sternum. Instead, they are joined to the 7th pair of ribs with the help of hyaline cartilage. Next is floating ribs. The last 2 pairs of ribs, 11th and 12th, are floating ribs because they are not directly attached to the sternum. So the vertebrae of thoracic, reason, sternum and ribs together forms the rib cage. It forms the rib cage. Now about ribs 1 and 3 are hardest to break, which is very difficult to break, but ribs 4 to 10 are vulnerable. It can break. Ribs 11, 12 are also difficult to break because it is floating ribs. Now there is a spontaneous rib fractures can occur due to severe osteoporosis, lung disease, severe cough also. Children are less likely to get rib fracture because of the children have elastic rib cage than adults.